That's a bright light. Good evening. Our ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. If you could please move to your seats now, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Good evening, graduates, families, friends, and distinguished guests. We are here today to celebrate Carihi Secondary School's graduating class of 2025. My name is Lisa Walls, and this is Bill Deagle. We will be your MCs for tonight's ceremony. Let's make some noise so the grads can hear us from back in the staging area.
We are happy to be here with you all, witnessing this significant milestone in your lives tonight. There is a live stream for this event. The link was sent out to families earlier today. If you have any questions, please talk to Travis Rennie at the back video table at the back of the arena. So, let's get our celebration started. On behalf of our colleagues, we are proud to invite you to stand and welcome Carihi's grad class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class for Carihi High of 2025. We would now like to invite Chris Roberts, Chief of the Waywakam Nation, to give us a traditional Indigenous welcome for our grads tonight.
Wow. Gila Kesla Hamotha Lokolakwe, Nuko Am Gwagwadakala, Kayanaklas Wiwakam Kluk Amatu. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Roberts. I'm the elected Chief Counselor with the Wiwakam First Nation in Campbell River. It's an honor to welcome you to the territory of the Likhoto people, which includes the Wiwakai and the Wiwakam Nation when you're situated in the city of Campbell River. I'll try to be very brief because it's a long night with a lot of graduates to acknowledge and to celebrate. You must be so very proud of yourselves. Your family will be so very proud of you. Just a couple of, while I have the opportunity here, as if any Indigenous graduates and students in the House, some of the perks of being an elected leader of your community is you get to asked to do things like this and to have an opportunity to maybe embarrass some of your family. I'll try not to do It's a very special honor for me to be able to do this tonight in particular because my cousin, who's like a niece and a sister to my children, is graduating tonight, and it really kind of kicks off with 5 successive years of graduates to a family of myself and my sister. So looking forward to being able to come here year after year for the next several years. It's a lot of hard work that you have to put in to get to where you're at. You must be very accomplished of this important milestone. As far as a party message, I just want to encourage you all to embrace a lifelong journey of learning. This is a milestone. It's not the end of your learning journey. Many of you are going to go on to great things. And I just want to share a piece of advice and wisdom that was shared from a friend of mine that told me that as human beings, our superpower is the power of choice. So always remember that, and I think it will guide you in making good choices throughout your life. We wish you all the best. Gela Kesla, good luck, and congratulations.
Chief Roberts, on behalf of our grads and the staff, I'd like to extend our thanks for your words of wisdom. We now invite Mr. William Henderson and the Ripple Rock Drummers to the stage, and they have prepared a performance for the grads.
Gillet Kesla, Hamachalokwat, Gillet Kesla, Nugo Am Tlatlonum, Gaitlach Samato Aglu, Lechwek. I want to introduce myself. My name is William Henderson, and right behind me here, I have these fantastic Ripple Rock drum group that we've been doing all year, and I just can't say enough about all these kids up here that are singing our traditional songs, and they're doing a great job. Also, we also want to congratulate all you guys, the Carihi class of 2025. You guys are, closing one chapter in your book, and then you're about to open up a new one. And we just want to say congratulations to all you guys. Job well done. This night is all about you guys, right? So job well done to each and every single one of you guys. And I'm sure there's lots of proud parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles out there. So again, congrats. That song that you just heard is a canoe paddle song that was just composed in 2017 when we played host to Travel Journeys here. And it was actually composed by Violet Shade. She was a member of our Weewacum band. Chief Gigame Yahawidi, Sean DeCare, and Chief Wathlawidi, William Wasden. They composed that song for our people to use and to everyone to use, right? So we thank them dearly to our hearts. And this next song we're about to sing is a welcome song to start us off in a good way. So, Gilek Kesla, thank you guys. Gela Kessler, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson, and to the Ripple Rock drummers. What a great welcome and performance for our grads tonight. It is now time to call upon graduate Talitha Miles to lead us in the singing of National Anthem. Please stand if you are able and join her in the singing of O Canada.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Talitha. Great job. Graduates, you look great tonight. You made it. We are all here tonight to support you, packing the rink, your friends, families, Carihi High and district staff, as well as members of our community are all here and excited for you tonight. Please now join us in welcoming the Carihi High admin team, Principal Sean McLaughlin and Vice Principals Mrs. Deanna Brennan and Ms. Carly Stones, with some welcoming words for our graduates.
Good evening, grads and guests. What a year we've had. We've learned a lot of stuff that won't go our way. We'll fail, we'll not get what we want. It'll feel like it's all on fire. Thank you for laughing at the lame joke. But what we get to choose is what lens we see those experiences through.
Throughout this year, as much as possible, we've been trying to look through a lens of adapting and seeing the possibilities and opportunities before us. One moment that really showed this was our time at Oyster River. Whether it was the long bus rides, being crammed into small places, or navigating new settings, you showed a remarkable ability to adapt not just to the environment, but to one another. You proved that how you experience the world depends on your mindset. You have more control than you think. You can pause, shift your perspective, and decide how to move forward. That's the power of your mindset. You get to be the architect of your day and your life.
We encourage you to take this perspective with you into the future. Your view on the events that come your way will make all the difference. And when life hands you lemons, or a cramped room with no Wi-Fi, a lineup for the microwave, remember, you've faced difficulties before and you've made it work. So keep your humor, your heart, and trust that you can handle what comes next because you already have. Congrats, grads.
All right. Gayla Kessler, good evening, families, staff, honored guests, and the Carihi High graduating class of 2025. Yeah. Sorry guys, you'll have to bear with me for a few minutes here, but I need to share a few things over this year. And over the past couple months, I've been thinking about the message I wanted to share with you. As I thought about the challenging year that was, I felt it important to share some words on the importance of perspective. And I would attempt to do so using a metaphor of a camera zoom lens. A zoom lens is a remarkable tool. It allows us to zoom in to see the smallest details and zoom out to see the big picture. And just like a skilled photographer learns when to adjust that lens, life too is about learning when to shift our focus. Let's start with zooming in. Over the past few years, you've had to focus in on your classes, on friendships and relationships, on your own identity. You've learned to notice the little things, how to solve problems, how to push through challenges, how to find joy in small wins. Zooming in helped you pay attention to what mattered in the moment. It helped you build discipline, character, and resilience. It taught you to be present. But life just isn't about the details. Sometimes you must zoom out. You have to see beyond the test scores, beyond the daily grind, beyond today's frustrations. Zooming out lets you see how far you've come and how much there is still ahead. It gives you perspective. When you zoom out, you see the big picture. It allows you to see things differently. Obstacles may not seem so daunting. In talking with a couple Physics 12 students before their last Deagle exam on Monday, we spoke of all the work they put in and how it would pay off. One more push will lead to success, and the current stress will soon be over. Perspective allows us to realize that one mistake doesn't define our future. Trust me, I've made plenty of mistakes, but I believe they've made me a better person. At times, life may feel overwhelming, but it is only one frame in the much larger story of your life. This challenging year has taught us the importance of perspective. Finding perspective in day-to-day life takes practice and work. For me, my practice begins every morning when I make time to take my dog out into Beaver Lodge. It is during this time that I practice zooming in and out on my day-to-day interactions, problems, relationships, and celebrations. When the fire took our gym, stage, kitchen, band room, and many classrooms back in November, it was crucial for all of us to zoom in and check in on classmates, on teachers, on support staff, and even alumni. The loss of such a vital part of our school impacted us all, and still does every day. Finding comfort in our relationships gives us strength to continue. A wider perspective provides wisdom to view events from the bigger picture. We can recognize we lost cherished spaces, but it is the people who fill these spaces that make them so special, so vibrant. After the fire, I was able to find perspective knowing that while we had lost hallowed spaces, at least everyone was safe. The tragic loss of two members of our graduating class in recent months, Grace Brown and Damian Whitford Isaac, has led me to focus and refocus again and again. In many ways, our shared grief brought us closer. We have leaned in to share memories and the gifts that Grace and Damien gave us. They both exemplify traits that we hold dear at Carihi High. Grace was a friend to many. She cared deeply, thought critically, challenged herself and others in athletics and in the classroom. Damien was loyal and kind, open to feedback and guidance, and always willing to lend a helping hand. He would take an extra minute to check in on people around him. Grace and Damien are wonderful people, gone too soon, but forever with us and a part of this graduating class. At this time, I would like to welcome Grace's parents and Damien's family to come forward and receive their child's diploma. Thank you for joining us this evening. And thank you, graduates. As a graduate class and school community, we have suffered losses together. And we have also found a lot to celebrate. You have worked incredibly hard to get to this muggy arena today. Your family and friends, teachers and educational assistants have supported you in challenging times, given you tools and advice to help you refocus, to zoom out to see what is truly important in life, and you have done just that. As the graduating class, you have showed remarkable strength, resilience, and leadership, from traveling to Oyster River, to Robron, EDM, Phoenix, and NIC for classes, to shifting a musical showcase at the Tidemark Theatre and hosting basketball home games at Ecole Phoenix Middle School. Through challenges, we found strength to persevere. In recent months, you have shown further leadership to ensure we still celebrate. No gym, no problem. With your leadership, we hosted an outdoor pep rally. Our talent showcase Caripalooza, an event that even received a noise complaint. And finally, our athletics banquet. None of this would have been possible without you. Carihi High is indebted to you for your gift of service to the school, and I thank you. I know this is a lengthy event and my address isn't helping, so I will close with a couple of reminders in practicing focus. When life gets chaotic, zoom in. Focus on what you can control, even if it's one breath at a time. When you need to find perspective in life, zoom out. Remember, you are part of a greater community. Zoom in to listen carefully, to show up fully, to act with kindness and purpose. Zoom out to forgive, to dream, to understand that your path won't be a straight line, and that's okay. Your education has prepared you for both views. You've learned to examine problems with clarity and to imagine solutions creatively. You've developed the focus to stay grounded and the curiosity to explore what is possible. To the graduating class of 2025, it has been a great honor of mine to serve you and to recognize your achievements. I wish you well in all of your future endeavors. Congratulations, Gayla Kessler. Well done.
Thank you, Mrs. Brennan and Ms. Stones and Mr. McLaughlin for those warm, kind, caring, and celebratory words. It's now time to present the graduates of 2025. This is the moment when each student will cross the stage. The rest of us will listen to their brief parting thoughts, fond memories, and future plans. These walk-down notes, as we call them, will be read by Ms. Allison Peake and Mrs. Christine Knight. We call these two teachers forward now, along with our administration team, to get ready for the presentation of the graduates. As these staff members are preparing, we would like to quickly remind our graduates of the procedure by which you will enter the ranks of the graduated.
Each row of graduates will be led to the bottom of the stage on my left by trusted Carihi High staff members. There, you'll be handed your walk-down notes by Mrs. Robertson, Mrs. McLaughlin, or Miss Donaghy. As you walk up the ramp, hand your walk-down notes to Miss Peake or Mrs. Knight, and when your name is called, enter the stage, shake hands with everybody up here, and then walk to center stage. Stop on the X where I stand right now. We will move the podium for you. Face the audience, take in the moment, share your greatest smile, then move the tassel from the left side of your hat to the right side. This signifies the journey from where you've been to where you're going. A professional photograph will be taken of you at center stage by Island Life Photographics, so please ensure you stay for that picture. When your walk-down notes have been read completely, exit the stage on my right and walk back to your seat. Try to stay near the back of the arena if possible, so you don't block another grad's time on the stage. We are planning on running a demonstration. Since many of the graduates here are visual learners, I will play the part of the graduate, and Miss Walls will read my walk-down notes. So hang on for 1 second.
William Deagle. Phil relished his time with you at Carihi High. He has enjoyed sharing waffles on Wednesdays, taking trips to the Physics Olympics and Playland, as well as celebrating and commiserating the wins and losses of the Edmonton Oilers. He would like to thank his students for their constant, genuine engagement in science and physics classes. And he leaves the class of 2025 with a parting message. Hey, Brennan, watch out for the deer. One final bit of instruction, and this one is for our guests. There are nearly 200 graduates tonight. As such, we ask that you hold your applause until the end of the presentation. You should absolutely cheer for your own child, but prolonged applause from the whole crowd for each grad will add many, 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 many minutes to the ceremony. Again, a professional photo will be taken of your graduate and added to the Carihi High website. We, as fellow parents, we do realize how historic this event is for your family as well. So please let's try to hold our applause until the end and keep the aisles as clear as possible. We will soon turn things over to Mrs. Knight and Ms. Peake, but please just give us a minute to set up the stage before we begin the presentation of the class of 2025.
Elijah Mose. He came, he saw, he went home.
Skylar Benson. Skylar would like to thank his family for giving him support when it was needed. He would also like to thank Mr. Kurluck for making his time in forestry class fun and opening his eyes to a new career path. Although he had some fun times at Carihi High, he's also excited to see what his future holds.
Mackenzie Egan. Mackenzie would like to thank her parents and grandparents for not giving up on her and encouraging her to get her work done, even if she was being difficult about it or was struggling. She can't wait to experience the next chapter of her life, and she wishes an amazing future for all the grads.
Robert Johnston Harper. Robert would like to thank Sherry Halpin, Bobby Orr, and everyone else who has supported him, especially the EAs who had to deal with him when he was in grade 9. Robert doesn't really have a plan for the future except find a job and keep doing art. All he knows is he'll miss Carihi High and all the friends he made during this time.
Cadence Richardson. Cadence would like to thank her mother for always standing up for her education and her father for always guiding her when she didn't know where to go next. Cadence would also like to thank her friends, teachers, and the rest of her family for being a constant source of joy, support, and encouragement. After graduation, Cadence plans to go to school in Vancouver and earn her Master Mariner certification.
Addison McCrindle. Addison would like to thank her friends and family for their unconditional love and support throughout her high school journey. She would also like to thank the wonderful teachers that have been there for her while navigating difficult times. Shout out to Mr. Fitz and Miss Thompson. Good luck to all the 2025 grads.
Haley Peters. Haley would like to thank her parents for always being supportive.
Ryan Manser. Ryan would like to thank his family and friends for the support. He's looking forward to the next chapter of his life.
Michael McGurk. Michael has enjoyed his time at Carihi High. These past few years have given him so many memorable experiences and moments that will be with him for the rest of his life. He would also like to thank his friends and family for the constant support throughout the years and for introducing him to the gym. Good luck, grads, and all your future plans.
Brianna Boysha. Brianna adored her time at Carihi High. She would like to thank her brothers, Jason and Tyler, for dropping out of school, which made her look so much more intellectual. She'd also like to thank Mr. Deagle for accepting all her late assignments, which she submitted all at once for some reason.
Nolan Dill. Nolan would like to thank his incredible family. Thank you for your endless love, support, and sacrifices. He wouldn't be here without you.
Wyatt Plamadon. Wyatt is a creative and respectful young man with a passion for building and repairing. His hands-on approach and problem-solving mindset has benefited him throughout the school years. Today, he walks with pride, reflecting on his growth and accomplishments. He extends his sincere gratitude to all the teachers, family, and friends who have guided and supported him on this journey.
Aries Wells. Aries would like to thank his friends and family for all that they have done to support him throughout high school. Senior year was nothing special, but he thanks his English teacher, Mr. Riddell, for being an excellent teacher and making English class something he looked forward to. A-Wing will be missed, and so will the cake he never got to finish making due to what happened. Thanks to the other peers who made high school a little more than just a grad requirement.
Manuel Oscar Sanchez Batista. Manuel would like to thank his family and friends who've supported him through his journey, especially his parents for always believing in him and pushing him to keep going even when things got hard. Thank you to Mom for waking him up every day, even though he was so sleepy. You rock, Cynthia. Manuel's time at Carihi High was filled with laughs, lessons, and late assignments. You could usually find him hanging out near the programming room with people who kept things interesting. Thanks for making the everyday moments something to remember. He has learned that showing up matters even when you don't feel like it, that asking for help isn't weakness, it's how you grow. He now understands that effort, not just talent, really does make a difference. Manuel recognizes how important it is to have people in your corner, teachers, friends, family, people who lift you up. One thing he'll remember from Carihi High is how fast time moves. He still can't believe that he's graduating from high school and dedicates this one to you, his dear mom. Manuel will leave you with a quote that sticks with him. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill.
Jake Isbister. Jake would like to thank his family and friends for making high school such a great experience. He will always remember his time playing for the basketball and volleyball teams at Carihi High. Jake will be studying engineering at the University of Victoria next fall.
Carter Reynolds. Carter would like to thank his family, friends, coaches, and teachers for supporting him throughout his time at Carihi High.
Brennan Krause Lapointe High School. Brennan will always remember his time in French with Coutenier and his friends. Brennan plans to attend UVic in the fall for a Bachelor of Science before applying to medical school.
Chaim Sia. Chaim would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers for making high school such a great experience. Next year, he'll be attending Queen's University to study health science.
Emmett Martell. Emmett would like to thank the fish, the lakes, and the rivers for getting him through the last 4 years. Next year, Emmett plans to fish more.
Kyle Christophic. Kyle would like to thank his friends and family for their support throughout his journey, as well as his basketball teammates and coaches for their guidance and encouragement.
Charlie Harris. Charlie would like to thank all the people who helped her graduate. Charlie will forever cherish her time at Carihi High and all the memories she made in the fly fishing room.
Beckett Taramura. Beckett would like to thank his friends and family for supporting him through the years.
Phoenix Durant. Phoenix just wants to say thank you to his family for always having his back, even when he didn't make it easy. Your support means more than he can put into words. To his friends, thank you for being there through all the highs and lows. You helped make these years bearable and honestly fun. Graduating high school is a big step, and Phoenix is proud of how far we've come, and he's ready for whatever comes next.
Jordan McLean. Jordan says it's been a great 4 years.
Marcus Schulte. Marcus would like to thank his family for their continued support through his experiences in life and his journey through high school. He'd also like to thank his sister Heidi for always being there when he needed to talk to somebody and get advice. He'd like to thank Greer from his grade 8 classes for being his most impactful teacher and always having patience with him. After high school, Marcus plans to further his education to hopefully achieve his goal of working for the BC Hydro.
Riley Conkle Skews. Riley would like to thank his family for helping him push through school and his friends for making it enjoyable. He'll always remember being kicked out of the staff parking lot by almost every teacher, but never moving his car because the student lot has speed bumps. Riley learned that you can skip school every day and still graduate.
Taya Seeley Stables. Taya loved her time spent at Carihi High. She wants to give a big thank you to Annette and Heather for always encouraging her to try and pushing her to show up. She wouldn't have made it without them. Taya would also like to thank her friends and grandparents for always supporting her, and a very big thank you to Taya's mom and dad for always letting her skip school to enjoy the sun.
Shaylin Orzenchuk. Shay would like to thank her friends and family who were there for her throughout high school, as well as Mr. Donnie Fitzpatrick for being there for her always. Shay would also like to thank all the teachers that put up with her bad attendance.
Nora Jones. Nora has loved her time spent at Carihi High. She is thankful for the support from her family, friends, and teachers throughout these memorable school years. While it's hard for Nora to say goodbye, she is excited to start a new chapter at the University of Victoria this fall. Nora will be holding her high school memories and friendships so close to her heart as she moves forward.
Hunter Oramenko. Hunter would like to thank his parents, teachers, and coaches for all their support over his years at Carihi High. Hunter learned many valuable lessons, most importantly, keeping up with his studies and getting good grades while maintaining great friendships. Hunter will be continuing his academic and athletic journey at UBC, where he'll be playing for the university men's golf team.
Cole Tabarsi. Cole would like to thank his peers for the memories they helped him make throughout high school. He is grateful for the friendships and connections he made and the happiness that they brought him.
Abigail Smith. Abby would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for their amazing support throughout her time at Carihi High. She'll be holding all her school memories, especially the French immersion program, very close to her heart. She's excited to start the next chapter of her life at the University of Alberta in the fall.
Carson Coolidge. Carson walks the stage today full of gratitude and a sense of accomplishment. He's thankful for his teachers, friends, and family who supported him through every step. High school wasn't always easy, but every challenge taught him something important. He's excited to pursue engineering at UVic in the fall.
Finn Luoma. Finn would like to thank his family and friends for supporting him throughout his high school journey and helping him make it memorable along the way. He would also like to extend his gratitude to every teacher that has helped him along the way and made him feel prepared for post-secondary school.
Kane Andersov. Kane would like to thank his parents, Nicole and Ray, as well as his brother Cole, for their constant support. He would also like to acknowledge all his teachers and friends who made high school the best years of his life.
Owen Preston. Owen would like to say thanks to his parents for their love and support. Also, he would like to acknowledge his teachers who have made a difference in his life, with special thanks to Mr. Coutinier for making elementary and high school enjoyable and inclusive.
Thea May Towers Such. Thea would like to start off with saying her name is indeed Thea, not Taya, not Tia, it's Thea. She would like to thank her parents, Dan, Jess, and Meg, for supporting her mentally and financially throughout her years in Campbell River, as well as the friends she has had since before elementary, who constantly inspire her to be the better version of herself and remind her to celebrate every success, no matter the size. Lastly, Thea would like to thank the friendly smiles in the hallway and parking lot for making every day a little more manageable. Cheers, 2025 grads. Have fun and make good choices.
Ezra Ellingson. Ezra would like to thank all his friends, family, and teachers who helped to shape him throughout his high school. Tyee till he dies.
Lola Duncan. Lola would like to thank her mom, her family, and all her teachers, especially Mrs. Hay, for always believing in her. Lola has learned the best things in life come unexpectedly. Her favorite quote is, toss, toss, leg.
Nadia McKenzie. Nadia would like to thank her family, friends, and caffeine for getting her through the last 4 years. She would like to give a special thanks to her mom and other half, Melina, for being the best. Next year, Nadia plans to travel the world to experience new things and have fun.
Melina Mora Royko. Melina would like to thank her family, friends, and the teachers that she liked for getting her through these last 4 years, as well as big thanks to all the coaches who put up with her forgetful nature. Giving a special shout out to her mom, her bestie Nadia, and her favorite teacher, Mr. Smith. Melon out.
Xavier Lee. Xavier would like to thank his parents for their unwavering support and all his friends for dragging him out of the house every chance they could. He plans to attend UBC for engineering in the fall and wishes good luck to all the grads.
Nora Crepay. Nora would like to thank her awesome parents and sister for always being available to support her through sports and activities. She would also like to shout out to her friends and teammates that have made high school such a memorable experience.
Keisha Voss. Keisha would like to thank her family and Campbell River Rotary for making her youth exchange to Norway the highlight of her high school experience. The French immersion program and other educational opportunities provided Keisha with meaningful learning experiences. She's looking forward to graduating, embarking on new adventures, and traveling with a close friend.
Rebecca Sutherland. Rebecca is proud to be graduating from the French immersion program and grateful to everyone who has made these 13 years filled with memories she will cherish forever. She would like to thank her parents for their unconditional love and support, her siblings for answering all her midnight questions, and her friends for never failing to lift her spirits. She's excited to start her Bachelor of Psychology next year at UVic and can't wait to see all the great things her peers will accomplish.
Olivia Calistain. Olivia had a great 4 years at Carihi High. She wants to thank her friends, family, and teachers for absolutely everything. She loves you so much. The community here is unbelievable, and she will miss it.
Zosha Paycause. Zosha would like to thank her family for always supporting her with every decision she makes and her friends for all the good times she'll never forget. She would also like to thank her teachers for making classes worth going to. Lastly, she would like to shout out the French immersion program for being such an amazing family.
Persia Tabarzi. Persia would like to thank her dad for always pushing her to do her best, her mom for supporting her every step of the way, and her friends for always making her laugh. She'll be attending UVic for biomedical engineering in the fall. She'd like to wish good luck to the class of 2025.
Samuel Ringdahl. Sam would like to thank his many helpful teachers and friends who helped him throughout his years at Carihi High, as well as his parents for their endless support and always keeping him on the right path. It was a wonderful journey, and he is excited to see where his next steps will bring him.
Shay Berkey. Shay would like to thank his teachers, friends, and family for all the help along the way.
Gavin Chatterton. Gavin has enjoyed his time at Carihi High and would like to thank his family's teachers and friends for their support and memorable experiences.
Cord McLeod. Cord would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers for all of the support given in the last 4 years at Carihi High.
Tobias Hilchi Royer. The force is strong with this one. Tobias would like to thank his entire family, as well as Mrs. Humphreys, Janice, Mrs. Mel, Mrs. Spencer, and Kevin. Tobias will miss his friends Daniel, Theo, Priya, Wyatt, and Seamus. His favorite memory at Carihi High was building his metal Darth Vader helmet and his wooden replica Titanic ship. Tobias is looking forward to coming back to Carihi High for one more year.
Kylie Vrabel. Kylie would like to thank her friends, family, and Carihi High staff for all the support they've given her as she moved through high school. She would also like to give a special thank you to her mom for always having a real and honest advice and pushing her to see through whatever goal she set her mind to. During her time at Carihi High, Kylie has made great connections and learned so many lessons that she will carry with her into the future. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Kaya McDonald. Kaya would like to thank her family, friends, teachers, and the community for being her support system through every step of her journey. Their encouragement, patience, and love has helped her push through the hard days and celebrate the good ones. She truly wouldn't be here today without you all. Thank you for believing in her.
Nadia Sonnenberg. Nadia would like to thank her family, friends, teachers, and peers for the 13 memorable years of her education. She would also like to shout out the French immersion program and her parents for enrolling her in it. Nadia looks forward to using her French next year when she's traveling Europe with her best friend. After her gap year, she's planning on going to university for environmental science. She wishes everyone luck in this next scary year, yet exciting chapter of their lives.
Nova Lee Underhill. Nova Lee would like to thank her family and friends for being her biggest supporters and would like to give a special shout out to her sister Abby for being a role model in her life. She would also like to thank Monsieur Coutenier for making the last years of the French immersion program worth it. She is very excited to see where life takes her and her fellow classmates and wishes them the best of luck in this new stage of life. She is very proud of herself for keeping a secret from her friends for 10 months. She was the Carihi High bad parking account owner.
Lily Menzies. Lily has spent the past year and a half working on graduating at the end of grade 11 and is incredibly happy to say she succeeded. Lily would also like to thank her mother for always believing in her and remind everyone that all in all, this is just another brick in the wall.
Mariska Shevers. Mariska would like to thank her friends, family, and teachers for the impact they have had on her education. She is grateful for all the memories she has made throughout her school experience and would like to wish everyone in her grad class good luck in their future endeavors.
Nyla Bagwell. Nyla would like to thank her friends and family for their support and encouragement. She's excited to travel and continue her education into the next chapter of her life.
Thea Gavel. Thea would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her through high school, as well as many staff members for showing her kindness. She's excited to enter a new stage with many fond memories.
Landon Conrad. Landon wants to thank Carihi High for believing in him and giving him the opportunity to start his welding fabrication trade during his grade 11 year. It's been a crucial part in his academic journey and has shaped who he is today. He has persevered through many obstacles and challenges along the way. Landon wouldn't have done it without the love and support of his family. They are his anchor, and even in the toughest seas, he doesn't see this graduation as a chance to start over. Instead, he sees it as an opportunity to build from the lessons and experiences he's had. Landon is going to complete his Red Seal for welding and then own his own contracting business. As he leaves this part of his journey behind, he looks forward to a bright future ahead of him. Quote, "If you wait until the last minute, it only takes a minute to do."
Joost Hollink. Joost wants to give a big thanks to Carihi High and all its staff for helping him find his passions and goals for the future as he pursues his ambitions into the trades. Also, he would like to give a huge shout out to Smithers for helping him gain knowledge about mechanics to enable himself to finish his truck for grad, and Mr. P and Dr. M for continuing his passion for fishing. Tight lines and greasy hands.
Rory Bennett. Rory Bennett has been known for a steady hand in shop class and a love for the outdoors. When not repairing vehicles in the workshop, you'd find him fly fishing, chasing quiet moments by the river. Congratulations on casting into the future.
Eamon Miller. Eamon would like to thank his parents for supporting him and Fitz and Smith for always being willing to talk Toyota. Eamon looks forward to finishing his heavy-duty program at NIC and finding a job that lets him balance work with snowboarding and hiking.
Wiley Horner. Wiley Horner would like to thank all the teachers that pushed him to go further, especially Dr. M and Mr. Fitz for being brutally honest, and Mr. Swanson for the guidance. He would also like to thank his parents as they've been there for him from the start.
Lucas Pasica. Lucas would like to thank his parents for all the support in pushing him through his high school years. Lucas wants to thank his friends for the memories and the laughs. Lucas would also like to wish all the grads success in the future.
Lyndon Robertson. Lyndon would like to thank his family for supporting him throughout his education. He would also like to thank his coach and teammates for creating a memorable final year in baseball. He's excited to spend the next year working and looking into career options. Lyndon will always remember all the memories with his cousin Grace. Congratulations to all the grads.
Rihanna Bolter. Rihanna would like to thank all her friends and family for supporting her throughout her education. She has enjoyed her time at Carihi High and will closely hold her years in French immersion and the amazing people she's met throughout. Rihanna will forever be grateful to Monsieur Catenier and the support he has given her. She is excited to pursue a Bachelor of Education in hopes of one day becoming an elementary school teacher. Lastly, she would like to tell all the grads how proud she is of everybody and reminds them in the years to come to speak up for themselves and remember the importance of mental health. Congratulations to all.
Kelty McKay. In the fall, Kelty will be attending the University of Victoria and will be studying general sciences. This is the first step to reaching her goal of becoming a dermatologist. Kelty would like to thank her mom and dad, her grandparents, and her friends for all their support.
Zach Bakey. Zach would like to thank his parents, grandparents, sister, teammates, and friends for their endless support. He would also like to thank Mr. Fitz for guiding him to become the person he is today. Finally, Zach would like to give his sincerest apologies to any teacher that had to deal with him handing in late assignments.
Devin Witt. Devin would like to congratulate her peers and especially her friends for their amazing achievements during high school. She'd also like to thank her friends for encouraging her to finally leave her comfort zone by joining choir and further pursuing her passions in music this year. There is a long list of teachers and staff Devin would love to thank personally as well, but she's too scared to stay on stage any longer. Thank you all.
Brenna Preston. Brenna wants to thank her mother for always being there for her cousins Liam and Gerline for being the sole reason she made it through Physics 11 and 12, her Aunt Erin and Uncle Daryl for helping her apply for universities, and the rest of her family for their love and support. She also wants to thank Mr. Swanson for being a positive support throughout her high school experience. She wishes her fellow grads good luck.
Alexa Francis. Alexa would like to thank her family and friends, and especially her sister Kira, for getting her through high school and listening to her talk about who knows what. She's also forever grateful to her teachers for everything she has learned and the curiosity they've encouraged that she will carry with her wherever she goes. Good luck, grads.
Ava Chartrand Anderson. Ava would like to thank Dr. Mulsky for making school not just bearable, but genuinely fun. Her humor, energy, and passion turned even the most stressful days into something Ava could smile through. She taught Ava how to analyze her writing and cast a line with the same passion and precision. Also, she taught her that our education doesn't just stay within the classroom.
Gracelyn Piers. If Grace could choose any song to represent her grad year, it would be All I Need by Radiohead, because all she did was listen to Radiohead and talk about LeBron. She would also like to apologize to her comparative cultures class for talking about LeBron so much.
Megan Bouts. Megan would like to thank Mrs. Halpin for all her support and guidance throughout their high school journey. They would like to express gratitude to their parents for always having their back and to their friends for bringing them laughter and joy. Megan would also like to apologize to any of the Carihi High staff who were unfortunate enough to have to experience their attendance rates.
Madison Smith. Madison would like to thank her family, especially her grandparents and teachers who helped her get through the school year. Good luck to all the grads.
Aisha Wasden. Aisha would like to thank her family for all their support and encouragement and is excited for the next chapter of her life. Good luck to all of the grads.
Jessica Kennens. Jessica will always think of Campbell River as home, no matter where she moves. Returning to Carihi High as a teacher is her ideal career path. She'd like to thank Mrs. Lim and Mr. Riddell for their patience and their roles in inspiring her to pursue a similar line of work.
Felix Bach. Felix would like to thank his cat Inky for always loving him and always welcoming him home. He also appreciates his friends, family, and everyone in between caring for him through these rough school years. He dearly hopes for a future that tastes sweet and dreams easy.
Quinlan Pendergast. Quinlan would like to thank Mr. Smith and mechanics. She looks forward to a future away from high school. Quote, "You can't fix stupid."
Ava Pywell. Ava would like to thank her family and friends that helped her on her journey through her high school experience. She will be attending Vancouver Island University in the fall to earn a Bachelor of Education.
Chloe Phibbs. Chloe would like to thank her mom, dad, family, and friends. Chloe is grateful to all those who have supported her throughout her journey, especially her best friend, Thea, who has been by her side since 5th grade.
Aaliyah Martinson. Aaliyah is deeply grateful to her mom, dad, and grandparents for their constant support throughout her time at Carihi High. She would also like to thank her friends for always showing up, even for the little things, and for all the memories they have shared both in and out of school.
Roxanne Gray. Roxanne would like to thank Mrs. Humphreys, her mom, Mrs. Knight, Mrs. Jerome, and Mrs. Spencer for helping her graduate. Roxanne is looking forward to getting her driver's license and cruising around the town. Her favorite memory was hatching the ducks in the SFL room, especially chicken nugget and cheese. She enjoyed hanging out with her friends at Carihi High and will miss them all.
Gabriella Berry. Gabby wants to thank Mrs. Humphreys and her family. Gabby will miss her friends Roxy, Wyatt, and Mariah. Gabby's favorite memory is when Mrs. Humphreys fell into the lake canoeing. Gabby is looking forward to getting her motorcycle license.
Talitha Miles. Talitha would like to thank Mrs. Lim, Mrs. Knight, and Mr. Shields for helping create spaces and opportunities to share their art, perform, and spend time with like-minded people. They will be forever grateful for the friendships made in the theater and band room. They stayed strong despite the damage the fire did, and they will be sad to leave the programs there, but happy to be moving on to bigger things. Lastly, they would like to thank the student body over the years for teaching them to care less about what anyone thinks, and hope that they have inspired at least one person to do the same.
Kate Westover. Kate would like to thank the Fine Arts Department at Carihi High for helping them find their community and their passions, and for allowing them to face the biggest transitional period of their life with confidence.
Nicholas Joyce. Nicholas would like to thank his teachers in French and socials for making them fun and enjoyable classes. He's also super thankful to his parents for always being there and supporting him every step of the way.
Kyle Turnen. Kyle would like to thank his family and his teachers for their support throughout his journey at Carihi High. He's grateful for the friendships and memories made through the years.
Brooklyn Jones. Brooklyn would like to thank her parents for their help and support throughout high school, as well as helping plan for her future, and all the staff who made it possible for her to attend the Electrical Foundation at NIC.
McKenna Smith. McKenna is headed to the University of Alberta to pursue a career in elementary education. She would like to thank her friends and family, especially her mom, for always supporting her. McKenna would also like to thank Mr. Swanson for putting up with her many schedule change demands, Mrs. Davison for being so understanding with their daily Starbucks runs, and Mr. Fitz for showing her that there is always someone in her corner. Congrats, class of 2025.
Elena Falk. Elena seriously thanks her family for their unwavering support, and she is especially grateful to her parents for teaching her to be an honest and caring person. To her sister, who's been her greatest inspiration, Elena deeply appreciates the quiet sacrifices they have meant everything to her, helping her grow into a better person. And finally, she thanks Mrs. Davison for her patience, even when Elena kept leaving class for her daily Starbucks runs.
Madison Wilcox. Madison would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for their constant support throughout their high school journey. At Carihi High, she spent most of her time in shop classes, physical education classes, and hanging out with friends. She has learned resilience and how to navigate social dynamics while staying true to herself. One memory she'll never forget is all the sidebar conversations with teachers and staff that made her feel seen and supported.
Alicia McKinnon. In her 4 years at Carihi High, Alicia learned a lot and made many friends. She'll look back on her time at Carihi High very fondly and is thankful for all the support. Alicia is especially grateful to her family for always pushing her to succeed.
Grace Kingstone. Grateful for every step of the journey, Grace thanks her family for their love, her teachers for their support, and her classmates for the memories and friendships that made high school special.
Avita Wiley. Avita has enjoyed her first and final year at Carihi High and will attend the University of Alberta to pursue her dream of becoming a dentist. She is grateful to the Carihi High Band for being so welcoming and for all the new friends she's made this year.
Rihanna, Puerto Rico. Rihanna would like to thank her parents for all their support throughout her studies and her brother for always being there for her. She would also like to thank all her teachers for their constant support and encouragement. Rihanna is planning to study veterinary medicine.
Kyle Joyce. Kyle is thankful for his friends and family for the support during his years at Carihi High. He's going to continue his studies at NIC with a dual admission program to continue to UVic afterwards.
Simon Nickel. Simon would like to thank each of his math and science teachers for consistently encouraging him to strive for his best. Special shout out to Mr. Deagle, Mrs. Walls, and Mr. Haydock for the exciting and unforgettable field trips. Simon would also like to thank Mr. Coutenier and the French immersion program for introducing him to a new group of friends and a second language.
Annika Flores. Annika survived high school, barely. Annika has deep gratitude for the past and excitement for the future. Thanks for the memories, Carihi High.
Haewon Kim. Haewon would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for supporting her along her journey and her brother for making her laugh with weird jokes every day. She's made a lot of great memories at Carihi High, and she is happy to have been in the French immersion program where she didn't just learn a new language, but also met a lot of amazing people.
Grace Hansed. Grace would like to thank her mom and sisters for their endless support and give special thanks to Drew Swanson and Natalie Redwolf for their unconditional support through high school. She wishes her fellow grads all the best and is excited to begin her journey toward becoming an early childhood educator.
Alora Levesque. Although this is her first semester at Carihi High, Alora has felt accepted by her peers and teachers. She is thankful to her teachers and new friends for making her last semester memorable.
Sebastian Vanstone. Sebastian would like to thank his friends and family throughout every part of his academic endeavors. Sebastian would also like to thank his wrestling teammates and his coaches for the great experiences and fun this past year. Gavin McKay. Gavin is grateful to his friends and family for always believing in him. He also wants to give a huge thanks to all the teachers at Carihi High who supported him throughout the years at Carihi High. Shanna is a good friend who takes bad photos of him.
Shanna Speck. Shanna's favorite thing about her time at Carihi High was having a great time laughing with her friends at lunch and breaks. She would like to give her mom a huge thank you for always believing in her. She thanks Jody Guy for putting up with her since middle school and helping her become who she has grown into today. She would also like to thank all the teachers who helped her along her way at Carihi High. Have a good one, class of 2025.
Lyric John Cliff. Lyric has been accepted to the University of Victoria and will be pursuing a career in social work. Her plan is to specialize in youth counseling. Lyric is proud to be the oldest of 4 sisters and is thankful for her mom, who has been a huge support. Lyric also plans to continue playing soccer after high school.
Rain Savy. Rain is incredibly grateful to her family for their unwavering support and love. She also gives a thanks to God for guiding her through every challenge. She appreciates Mr. Cassidy for being a great teacher along with all the educators at Carihi High who have shaped her journey.
Meadow Kurnow. Meadow would like to thank her teachers and all her best friends for giving her such an enjoyable time at school. She always loved hanging out at the bus loop with her friends. She remembers when she had her first pep rally as a grade 9 and the grade 12 seemed so much older. And look at her now. She wants to think she learned a lot about school, but she actually learned how important her friends are to her and that friendship is important.
Addie Biggs. Addie is looking forward to not coming back in September. Addie would like to tell future graduates to not skip grade 10 math. She would also like to remind people that it's not that serious. YOLO. P.S. Thanks, Red Wolf in Paris.
Thomas Dick. Thomas would like to thank his family for getting him through school and to Kevin for understanding him and helping him through school. Thank you, Sherry Halpin, for making sure he got his English work done and handed in, and for getting him to class on time. Thanks to the Carihi High staff for all the support. Thomas is going to miss his friends. They made school very interesting. Thomas is looking forward to going to NIC next year. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching.
Nicholas Wong. Nick would like to thank his parents and his brother for all the support he received from them throughout his time at Carihi High. He would also like to thank all the teachers he has had, especially Mr. Deagle and Mr. Coutenier, for always making their classes the highlight of his day. Nick would also like to thank all the friends he made during his time at Carihi High for making high school a more fun experience.
Shanjaya Paneno. Shanjaya would like to thank both his parents and siblings for their support throughout his high school years. Shanjaya is also happy to be graduating and wants to thank all the supportive and kind people he met in his senior year at Carihi High.
Nicholas Gillies Eggenberger. Nick would like to thank his friends for helping him grow as an individual through his high school journey and his family for supporting him. He views happiness as one of the most important things in life, and he would like to wish everyone the best of luck for their futures.
Jeremiah Sheck. Jeremiah would like to thank his friends and family for the support and good times throughout the years. He's had a great high school experience and looks forward to the future.
Matthew Frayne. Matthew would like to thank his parents and girlfriend for helping him through the years and would like to acknowledge every teacher's incredible tolerance for his BS. And he probably benches more than you.
Cooper LeBlanc. Cooper thanks his family for their unwavering support and guidance. He's grateful to his friends for making school more enjoyable and to his teachers for creating a positive learning experience. School has taught him valuable lessons about adulthood. Most of all, he's thankful for the memories he's made.
Ryan Dumont. Ryan would like to thank his family and friends for always being there and for their encouragement throughout his high school experience. Ryan also wants to thank his teachers for their guidance, inspiration, and for pushing him to do his best.
Sergio Gonzalez. Sergio would like to say thanks to his family and friends.
Tristan Elrod. Tristan would just like to say thanks to his mom and dad.
Nitin Singh. Nitin wants to thank his friends and family for their support over the years. Their love and encouragement have helped him, especially during tough times. He's also thankful for those who challenged him and helped him grow. Nitin had a great time at Carihi High and is looking forward to the future.
Cale Lucas. Cale would like to thank his parents, his grandmother, and his family for supporting him throughout his high school years. He is very grateful to have people by his side and supporting him every step of the way. He would also like to thank his friends for all the memories they have made together.
Patrick Lucas. Patrick would like to thank his mom and his former basketball coach, Mr. Fitzpatrick. Fitz has helped Patrick understand what he is capable of doing and has helped him through many barriers. He would also like to thank Jody Guy, Mr. Swanson, and the people on his basketball team for the opportunity they have given him these last 2 years. A quote that impacted Patrick the most in his life is, "You have to be able to be comfortable being uncomfortable." This quote has helped Patrick understand the true meaning of many things.
Johan Siandria Jaron. Johan wants to thank her family, teachers, and counselors for supporting her throughout her 4 years of high school. She also wants to give a special thanks to Mrs. LaRock Walker.
Katrina Boston. Firstly, Katrina would like to thank her family for motivating her, her friends for putting up with her, and the staff at Carihi High who helped her get to this point. In the future, Katrina has hopes of becoming a licensed practical nurse and writing a novel. Lastly, she'd like to say good luck to the grads of 2025.
Emily Tayberg. Emily would like to thank her family and friends, especially Brianna for always being there for her.
Naomi Nagata. Naomi would like to thank her friends and family for their boundless love and support, especially Jessica Vienne, her best friend who's helped her throughout her high school. Naomi's time here has been eventful and fulfilling. Participating in clubs and school activities has been one of the many highlights of her high school years. She's grown a lot as a person, and hopefully in height too.
Jessica Vienne. Jessica would like to thank her friends for helping her throughout high school. Jessica would also like to thank her teachers for their guidance and support. During her time at Carihi High, Jessica became the president of the Interact Club, giving her a new perspective on the importance of helping others and helping the environment.
Kiet Tran. Kiet is ecstatic to be graduating. He's thankful to his parents for supporting and taking care of him for the last 18 years. Kiet is planning to pursue a career in computer science. Please wish him luck. He will need it.
Alec Berg. Alec would like to thank Mr. McLaughlin, Fitz, and Mr. Lonteo for making the few years while he was at Carihi High amazing.
Martin Hamill. Martin would like to thank every teacher that has helped him through the last 3 years, especially Mr. Swanson and Mr. McLaughlin.
Silas Thompson. Silas would like to thank his friends and family who helped him get through school. He would also like to thank Mr. Smith, Mrs. Guy, Kiana, Bridget, and Kevin for their support, along with Mr. Wilson putting up with him in gym class. And finally, he'd like to get back to his seat.
Braxton Devlin. During Braxton's time here at Carihi High, he's collected a solid group of friends. He's enjoyed his time in the shop class, and he'd like to thank Smith for his guidance and encouragement along the way. Braxton would also like to thank his family.
Jacob Bailey. Throughout his years slithering through the school, Jacob has made many memories with lots of great people, and today Jacob carries those memories and wants to thank his family and friends who have shaped these years into something special. We've celebrated wins, weathered storms, and grown together. Jacob couldn't have asked for a better crew to navigate it all with. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Xander Shea. Xander is deeply grateful for his family, friends, teachers, and support team who have each played a significant role in his life's journey. He cherishes the impact, both past and present, that each of you had on his growth. Your influence has shaped him into the man he is today, and for that, he offers a heartfelt thanks.
Reese Kyle. Reese would like to thank his mom and dad for all their support and is very grateful for the amazing teachers he's had throughout his entire high school experience.
Abraham Cresswell. Abraham completed his first year of college while in grade 12. He's continuing toward his trade of becoming an electrician and going for his Red Seal by 21. While at Carihi High, Abraham had fun. He dedicated himself to his bass guitar since grade 6 and will continue with his passion for music.
Braden Davison. Braden is proud to graduate and looks forward to joining the workforce, then continuing his education and exploring the world. He's grateful for the friendships made and lessons learned at school and thanks his mom, uncle, and sister for their support and guidance.
Lachlan Conkle. Lachlan would like to thank his parents for their wonderful support along his educational journey, as well as his friends for making his final year all the more entertaining.
Nicole Grace. Nicole would like to thank her family and friends for all the help they have provided her. She would also like to give a big thank you to Christine Johnson.
Sydney Gagnon. Sydney has grown exponentially throughout her time at Carihi High, and she's excited to expand her learning in post-secondary courses. She would like to thank her friends, family, and parents for pushing her to better herself, and a huge shout out to Mrs. Sampson, Jody Guy, and Amy LaRock Walker for intervening in grade 9 and not letting her give up on her goals. Christy Bignall for always having time for her, and Drew Swanson for always being an absolute G and supporting her through all her ups and downs. Catch you on the flip side, Carihi High.
Dylan Zavaslak. Yeah, Dylan! Dylan had his moments of being all over the place, but his friends kept him on track. He pushed himself at the gym, and they made sure he stayed focused on everything else. Dylan is thankful to the people who have helped him stay grounded.
AJ Lonteo. AJ would like to express his gratitude to his parents, teachers, and friends for making his 4 years at Carihi High memorable. He enjoyed playing lots of music and sports during his time. He'll always remember having fun, playing in multiple bands, and going more deaf along the way. Although the high school experience has come to an end, he's excited to discover what the future may hold.
David Tracek. David is going off to Thompson Rivers University to study wildfire science and work as a wildland firefighter during the summers. David enjoyed most of his time at Carihi High, but is finally happy to leave it behind.
David Price. David would like to thank his friends and family for their love and support throughout the years. They've always been reliable when he needed them. In the future, he hopes to become a wildland firefighter and work in the forest industry.
Travis Eichland. Travis is beyond thrilled to finally be done high school. He wants to thank Mr. McLaughlin for welcoming him back to Carihi High so he can graduate with his friends, and Mrs. Knight for all the extra help and support she has given him. Travis really wants to share his thanks to his mom and dad for always being there for him no matter what. I love you guys. Thank you to Nana and Papa for all the rides to school and the nice chats in the car. And Travis is looking forward to the next chapters in life. Shout out to Xander for making woodwork class more fun.
Corey Freund. Corey would like to thank his family for helping him get to where he is now. He'd also like to thank Mr. Smith, Mr. Fitz, Mrs. Sampson, and Mr. McKenzie for always helping him when he needed it.
Keaton Lindstrom. Keaton's favorite activity at Carihi High was falling asleep in class. Keaton would like to thank his parents, most of his teachers, and ChatGPT.
Gavin Coyne. Gavin would like to thank his friends and family for supporting him throughout his high school. He'd like to also thank all the teachers that have helped him on his journey through Carihi High. Next year, he'll start a new chapter of his life in Europe.
Rylan Knorr. Rylan would like to thank his friends, coaches, and family, most notably his big bros, for their leadership and guidance throughout his high school career. Rylan will be headed down to North Dakota to pursue his kinesiology degree and play baseball.
Corbin Knorr. Corbin would like to thank his teachers, parents, and friends for all their support through high school. He'd also like to thank his baseball coaches as he will be furthering his athletics and academic careers at post-secondary next year.
Keaton Atkinson. Keaton would like to thank his family and friends for always having his back. This is just the start to a crazy new chapter, and he's ready for whatever comes next.
Caleb Rowley. Caleb is thankful to his parents for getting him through school and to Mr. Smith for his support. He's especially grateful for the guidance and motivation they gave him. He now looks forward to an exciting future of traveling through Europe.
Kyler McCallum. Kyler just wants to start off by saying thank you to all the teachers and students that made his time at Carihi High a fun experience. He was so grateful for what the school offered him, and he's happy he gets to experience this event with the rest of the students and teachers that made his time in school easier. Kyler wants to give a special thanks out to Mr. Swanson for helping him with his classes and getting him to this point. He also wants to thank all the EAs that have helped him throughout the years at Carihi High.
Maya Morin. Maya's future plan is to study art design and become a tattoo artist. Maya wants to give thanks to her 2 older sisters and her mother, and especially our Lord. In God I trust and am not afraid. What can man do to me? Psalm 56:11.
Madison Moores. Madison would like to thank her family and close friends for their unconditional love and support, as well as her teachers for encouraging her to always do her best. Throughout the challenges and the successes, she had learned how important it is to follow her own path, appreciate the people around her, and always believe in herself. She's proud of what she has accomplished and looks forward to the next chapter.
Riley Willis. Riley would like to thank his parents for helping him and pushing him through education. He'd also like to thank his grandpa as well for teaching him valuable life skills.
Ethan Lenz. Ethan would like to thank his family for all their support.
Nevaeh Dudley. As Nevaeh walks down this path, she's filled with gratitude for the memories, friendships, and lessons learned. High school has shaped her in ways she never imagined. She wants to thank her family, teachers, counselors, and Ms. Kimmy, whose support and guidance has been valuable in getting her here. She's excited for the future and ready to embrace new adventures with confidence.
Rihanna Pollock. Rihanna is excited to begin her next chapter at North Island College with dreams of exploring the world afterwards. She would like to thank her friends and family for their unwavering love, encouragement, and belief in her every step of the way.
Macy Squires. Macy would like to thank her mom and dad for everything they have done to get her where she is today. She would also like to thank Mr. Swanson for always being someone she could go to. A special thank you to her little sister for being the best friend she always needed. After high school, Macy plans to head to Europe and travel until her parents drag her back home.
Emma Irving. Emma would like to thank Ms. Jerome, her friends, and her family. She would specifically like to thank her dad for always coming to pick her up when her car broke down every week.
India Burke. India would like to thank her amazing friends and family for all their love and support. And she would also like to thank her enemies for giving her a good reason to get up and look good every morning. Sweet out.
Marky Nichols. Marky would like to thank her amazing family and friends with a special thank you to her mom for all the support. Marky will forever cherish the memories she made at Carihi High.
Naomi Tanaik. Naomi would like to thank everyone who has supported her along the way, family, friends, and mentors. Your presence has meant the world to her.
Brooklyn Nelson. Brooke would like to thank her amazing friends who have helped her become the person she is today.
Echo Graham. Echo would like to say thank you to family and friends and wishes good luck to all 2025 grads.
Natalie Larson. Natalie would like to thank her parents and Willow Greenfield for always supporting her. She's going off to study English at the University of British Columbia in the fall. She will be grateful for her time at Carihi High going into the future.
Willow Greenfield. Willow will be heading off to study English literature at UBC this fall. She'd like to thank her teachers, family, and Natalie Larson for all of their support and making her years at Carihi High so special.
Faye Telford Smith. For Faye, the past 4 years of high school have been the most difficult years of her life, but they have also been the most rewarding by far. While she has worked hard and overcome so much, she could not possibly have made it to where she is today without the love and support of her family and friends. So for them, she is truly grateful.
Dylan Parr. Dylan would like to thank his mom, dad, and grandmas for the support and for pushing him when he needed it most. Dylan would also like to thank all the real teachers who helped him see his potential these past years. You know who you are. Dylan plans to continue his education to become a heavy-duty mechanic.
Kemper Pellerin. Kemper would like to thank his mom for her support and Mr. Fitz for kicking his butt through the trades program at NIC, as well as Mr. Shields for helping him pursue his passion for guitar. He'd also like to thank his dad and his friends. Kemper is looking forward to life after high school.
Kenneth Yawn. Kenneth, who is notoriously late to his morning classes, gives heartfelt gratitude to all the teachers who had to deal with his horrible time management and late assignments. He would not be walking across the stage today without their support.
Jaden Gabriel. Many people have helped Jaden along this journey, too many to name, but above all, he would like to thank his parents for enrolling him in this dynamic school rich in history. The fire tested us all, but it also revealed our perseverance, not just as students, but as a community. Through the ashes, we kept our grades up and our spirits strong, and now here we are, standing on this stage, ready to tell our tales. He also wants you to know that the lineup feels like the lineups at amusement parks.
Lexi Andrews. Lexi would like to thank her friends, family, and community for making her time at Carihi High the most enjoyable she's ever had in school. With the help from peers and friends, she has grown more confident in who she is and who she will be.
Will Baker. Will would like to thank all the teachers that helped him through school and is forever grateful for the school's drama, film, and digital media programs. He'd like to leave you with a Walt Whitman quote. The question, oh me, so sad, recurring, what good amid these, oh me, oh life? Answer, that you are here, that life exists, and identity, that powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse.
Ayla Bruce. Ayla is grateful for the support she's received from her family through her high school years, and most importantly, would like to thank Rowan Swanson for helping her to get through tough times and for giving her the confidence to do what she loves.
Daisy Mellish. Daisy's time here was good, with some bad days, but thankfully she's always found help when she needed it, despite everything. It's still her overall, and she's just thankful for being alive and being around her loved ones. Thank you. Have a good one, grads of 2025.
Caitlin Tobis. Caitlin would like to thank her friends and family for the support over the years.
Damien Sprue. Damien would like to say, in a lonely life where no one understands you, don't give up because the music do. And thank you to his mother.
Emma Hinckley. Emma Hinckley was probably eating cheese fries with her bare hands before this.
Okay, you good?
Thanks.
Parents, families, staff, and friends, let's help each other celebrate this momentous occasion by giving our entire class a round of applause as they rise to be recognized. Okay, you can sit down now. Many of you may have noticed each grad gave Mr. McLaughlin a parting gift. It seems that's a bit of a tradition now at Carihi High that the grads give Mr. McLaughlin a piece of Lego from a set. It just so happens, though, one kid gave it to me. So I think I'm going to hold this as leverage for Mr. McLaughlin. There's a class I'm trying to get rid of next year, so we'll see how it goes. It's now time for some thank yous. We would like to take a moment to thank and recognize some of the individuals and businesses that have contributed their time and efforts to make this ceremony memorable tonight. We ask again that you hold your applause until the end of the list. To begin, thank you to Hugh Schmid from Campbell River Audio Productions for your characteristic expertise in sound equipment. Reed Wharton from Island Production for providing our lighting and staging. Travis Rennie and his team from Utopia Productions for the video recording and his role in producing the live stream of this evening's ceremony.
School District 72 maintenance staff for their diligence in delivering chairs, tables, and a wide assortment of items to the arena for tonight's ceremony, and to the Thunderbird Hall for our prom event as well. Nigel and Shauna Lambeth from Campbell River Garden Center, thank you as always for the attractive greenery which decorates the arena tonight. To Lee Simmons from Island Life Photographics for taking pictures at the foreshore a few weeks back and again at tonight's ceremony. And finally, to the Carihi High staff, thank you for assisting with setting out the chairs, decorating, security, and all the other chores that needed doing in preparation for tonight. Thank you all.
Several dignitaries are in attendance tonight, some of whom have sent greetings for our graduates. We would like to take a minute to recognize and acknowledge these individuals. Honored guests, please stand when your name is read. We begin with our Member of Parliament for the North Island, Powell River, Aaron Gunn. Aaron Gunn sends the following message. As Member of Parliament for North Island, Powell River, I am pleased to convey my compliments and best wishes to the Carihi High Secondary School 2025 graduating class. This is a special day for all of you. Savor it. The challenging work starts soon. You have achieved several goals over the past 12 years. Undoubtedly, some days, a few of you wondered if you would get to this far, and yet here you are, celebrating your success. Of course, the journey continues. Whatever your future plans may be, forge ahead with courage. Don't be afraid to take risks and fail. Never stop chasing your dreams. And if the going gets tough, always remember the timeless words of the great philosopher, Rocky Balboa. It's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Congratulations to each and every one of you on your graduation, and good luck on your adventures ahead. Our MLA for the North Island, Anna Kindy, has sent the following message. To the graduating class of 2025, what a momentous day, not just for you, but for your families, teachers, and the entire community who have watched you grow into the remarkable individuals you are today. Graduation is more than a ceremony. It is a celebration of your hard work, your challenges overcome, and your hopes for the future. Whatever path you choose next, carry with you the confidence that you are ready and that your voice, your ideas, and your compassion are needed now more than ever. You are the future leaders, creators, and change makers of our world, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Congratulations.
Mayor Kermit Dahl and the councillors of Campbell River sent along this congratulatory note. Dear graduates, on behalf of City Council and the entire Campbell River community, congratulations on achieving this incredible milestone. Graduating is a moment to celebrate your achievements, your resilience, and all the hard work it took to get to here. Whether you're heading off to further studies, entering the workforce, traveling, or exploring your next steps, this is just the beginning of your journey. The future is full of possibility, and you are well prepared to shape it with courage, creativity, and compassion. As you look ahead, know that your community is proud of you. Campbell River is a place that believes in its young people, and we are excited to see how each of you will contribute to building a better future, both here at home and beyond. Congratulations, class of 2025. Enjoy this moment and every step that follows. Other dignitaries in attendance tonight include School District 72 Superintendent Jeff Manning, School District 72 Associate Superintendent Philip Sismic, School District 72 Secretary Treasurer Kevin Patrick, our Director of Instruction Stephen Hawkins-Bogle, our Director of Student Services Brenna Ewing, our District Principal of Inclusive Education Alyssa Bolins, our Director of Operations Jason Dexheimer, who has also been instrumental this year in our recovery after the fire, and School District 72 Board Trustee Joyce McMahon. At this time in the program comes the address to the graduates. In some years, this speech has been made by a member of the staff or a community leader that has a special connection to the grad class. This year, the decision was made again to have several staff members deliver a short video message to the grad. We were each told to keep it to 30 seconds. Let's see who listened to the instructions. Enjoy.
Hi, grade 12s. You've been schooled, and today's your graduation day. Day one of the rest of your life. It might be scary not knowing what tomorrow and tomorrow might bring, but it's also exciting knowing everything is possible. Above all else, when you're feeling adrift and you don't know where to start, just remember to be brave and carry on. You're smart, a real class act, and I know you're gonna thrive. Don't be strangers, and I wish you all the best.
Grad 2025, it's been a pleasure to know you these 4 years. I leave you with the same thing many of you have heard repeatedly this year. Say the thing, do the thing. If you have something to say, then say it. If you care about someone, tell them you love them. If you're frustrated, be precise, be gentle, and be thoughtful about that. And when it's time to do the thing, set an alarm, buy a muffin, and go to the meeting. That's what it's about. That's where change happens. That's where decisions get made. Say it, do it. Good luck in the future. Take care.
Hey grads, it's been one heck of a year, hasn't it, with the fire and all the nonsense that went with that? But we have gotten through it, haven't we? And I want you to take that lesson and take it with you in life and remember that things will be difficult. You will always have ups and downs, but you will always get out of them too. So don't let the downs discourage you because there are always going to be better days on the horizon. Congratulations on making it.
Congratulations, grad class of 2025. You guys are amazing, and I hope you're proud of all your accomplishments here at Carihi High. Sometimes we think about the things we haven't yet done, and we forget about the things we've learned, the connections we've made, and the skills we've developed. I hope you know that your presence here mattered, and that you're going to go out into the world and continue to do great things. We are so proud of you, and I hope that you are proud of yourselves, and that you continue to make a difference in this world.
Hello, grad class of 2025. What a year. The fact that we're all here tells me you're very resilient, and I'm just going to leave you with one thought. What a shame it would be for a person to grow old without seeing the strength and beauty of which their minds and bodies are capable. So giddy up, get out there, and go do it.
Hi grads, Mr. Shields here to wish you guys some final words of advice. This is for the Carihi High creatives out there, the painters, the drawers, the filmmakers, you musicians. It's been so great working with you, and I want to advise you to keep sharing your creativity. When you get into the real world, look for your tribe. Look for the people that all enjoy creativity as well. It'll help feed your passion. No matter what job you do, keep making things. Keep being innovative. Send us links when you make stuff. Send us tickets when you get shows so we can come see you. And keep being you.
Hello, grade 2025. I only have 30 seconds to tell you how great you are and how proud I am about how you have done those last 4 years. And that's not really enough time, as you can imagine. I bring this to help me going straight to the point. We started this journey together at Carihi High 4 years ago. I was a new teacher working in the dungeon, if you remember. And you were the new grade 9 student just beginning in high school. It has been a true pleasure to work alongside you, to watch you grow, to see you learn and succeed. Of course, there were challenges along the way, but you met them all with grace and determination. I'm confident in your future. The world is lucky to have you, and I know you'll make a positive impact on it. Wishing you all the very best. Bonne continuation et au plaisir de vous revoir. Salut.
Gaila Kasla, graduation marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter in your life, a time to celebrate, reflect, and look forward to the opportunities that lie ahead. A special shout out to those grads who have included me in their journey, and for some of you, that journey began in middle school 7 years ago. As you embark on this new path, challenge yourself to do the hard things, follow your heart as you continue through life. Congratulations, grads.
Hey grads, thanks for waiting. There's a quote on the side of my classroom that's been up there since before you guys were born. It's from Einstein, and it says, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." And I can think of no other year where that quote is more fitting than this year. Take a look around at the people sitting with you, dressed up in the same gowns. They'll be there for you. Reach out in the next couple of years, take them out for lunch, or maybe waffles. One last piece of advice, watch out for deer, and good luck out there.
Grads, this is a great time of life. The next phase is going to be truly your own. So here's 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, choose goals and adventures that are your own and excite you. Make sure that you're pumped up for whatever it is you decide you want to do. Number 2, go after those goals wholeheartedly, knowing that mistakes are going to happen and it's all part of the process. And number 3, learn from your mistakes. You're going to make them. Just make sure you try again, never give up. Life is about progress. It's not about perfection. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Dear grade 12s, congratulations, you made it. When you leave Carihi High and you go out into the world, remember to be kind to people along the way. Because the way you show up for your community, friends, and family matters more than you think. Life gets busy and complicated, so when you're dealing with people, try to listen with an open mind, have empathy, and most importantly, show up for the ones who matter most, even when it's hard. Oh, and P.S., be kind to the earth and ride your bike.
Hi grads of 2025. As you leave Carihi High and head out into the world, I'd like to remind you to stay curious. Be humble and admit when you don't know something. No one knows everything. Ask questions, listen to others, and take a good look at the world around you. Answers are everywhere, and sometimes they're found in places that you don't even think to look. What you'll find over time is that the more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. There's so many unknowns as you head out into the world beyond high school, but I can promise you one thing. You're going to keep learning new things for the rest of your life. So stay curious and enjoy the journey.
Congratulations, 2025 grads. As you make your way into the world, never lose sight of the things that matter the most. Know that without a doubt, you were made to move mountains. Don't forget to come back and see me and collect your diploma.
Hi grads, you've reached an incredible milestone, and you all should be very proud. A little wisdom for the journey that lies ahead. It's the small things, showing up, embracing challenges, staying consistent, that shapes a meaningful life. Big moments matter, but it's the little things you do that truly define you. My mom always said, everybody wants to change the world, but nobody wants to help mom do dishes. Do the small things as they will pay off the most. Congratulations.
Thank you to all the staff members who took some time to give a few parting words for our grads, and to graduating student Will Baker for putting the work together. We need to squeeze in a few more acknowledgements now, and apologize for in advance if we overlooked anyone. Once again, please hold your applause to the end. A very special thank you must go out to our administrative assistants at Carihi High, Amber Donaghy, Rochelle Robertson, Samantha McLaughlin, and Dinah McDonald. Without you, our school would not function, and neither would this ceremony. So thank you for all that you do. To our grad parent executive, especially Carihi High's own Amber Donaghy, We thank you for taking the plunge to volunteer hours of your time to ensure that our prom, Club 2025, was a huge success. It literally brought the roof down twice on Swanee and I running the mocktail bar.
To the student grad executive, we thank you again for your time and effort that you've put in during this year for all the events for your graduating class. We thank River Inc. for the design and printing of our programs, Strathcona Gardens for supplying air-moving fans and water bottles, Graduate India Burke for putting together the baby slideshow at the beginning of the ceremony on the big screens, and finally to our staff grad advisor, Drew Swanson. Without your tireless enthusiasm, selfless time away from your own family, and the ability to multitask an enormous to-do list, none of this would have been possible. Drew does all this off the side of his desk on top of his already very full-time schedule, so thank you again, Drew.
All right, how's everybody doing? Still good? It's been a full and very entertaining evening so far, and with only 2 items left on the agenda, we're ready for perhaps the main event of any graduation ceremony. It is certainly a pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian, as chosen by the class. Let's welcome to the podium the highly talented, much loved and respected Xavier Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents, teachers, and honored guests, thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. This is a huge moment for all of us, and I'm so very grateful to be able to speak from this position. This grad class has accomplished so much over the last 4 years. We have worked tirelessly and tiredly, day in and day out, and we have faced hardships and setbacks like the fire. I know none of you want to hear any more about it, so this will probably be the last time I mention anything to do with it. But it's been a big topic this year, and I think everyone's frankly everyone's frankly done with fire talk. I doubt any of us knew what this year was going to look like, and it's been a bit of a big hot mess. But despite having to travel to secondary locations and all the other challenges we faced, big and small, shared or personal, we made it, we pushed through, and now it's time for us to go out and burn as brightly as we can. Since we first stepped foot in school 13 years ago, we have come so far. Before grade 9, I had lived my whole life on Cortez Island, eating dirt and climbing trees. And the school I went to for 9 years had about 50 kids. Everyone knew each other, we always had, there were no unknowns, no surprises, and then I came to Carihi High. 1,000 strangers, their mouths afire with gossip, their eyes smoldering with judgment, or at least that's what I thought. I was shy and scared, but we all were. Coming from middle school, I'll bet you were all just trying to adapt to your varying images of what high school was supposed to be, without igniting the powder keg we call social hierarchy. But for me, it wasn't as scary as I expected. There were friends around every corner, people ready to accept and support me, and now we get along like a house on fire. Really, the fear was all smoke and mirrors, because over time we have found comfort and safety with each other, and slowly we have been able to see that those fears we had as middle schoolers only existed in our minds. Still, I know high school's been hard, and I know many of you would have rather waded through fire and brimstone every day rather than sit through 4 years of math. But it's important that we acknowledge how lucky we were to get to go to a school like Carihi High. From fly fishing and forestry programs that let kids do science in fields relevant to life in British Columbia, to acting and music programs being safe spaces for kids to express their passion and creativity, and to all the teachers who shaped those spaces and who shaped us. The last time I was back home on Cortez, I asked some of my friends who graduated in years past what had stood out to them about Carihi High when they were here. One of them talked about how he spent every extra moment of his grad year in the band room practicing his guitar. Another spent breaks and lunches working overtime in the mechanic shop, getting his truck running spick and span. Whether you were honing your skills in culinary arts or just messing around with paint in the art room, I hope you all found that thing at Carihi High to feed your spark and to get fired up about. Now, class of 2025, it's time to look to the future. It's time to take our first real step into adulthood, and I know that it's scary. It's like stepping into a burning building, and I'm terrified. I only barely know how to take my next steps, but it's not like we have any other choice. And it's okay for us to be a little lost. No one expects us to get everything right the first time, but as long as you're stoking those flames of passion, you're gonna find success. And success means something different to each of us, and it will change for each of us as we grow. But it comes from doing those things that we find fulfilling. So follow that, and success will follow you like moths to a flame. I want to tell you not to be scared about going off into the world, but it's a bit like going out of the frying pan into the fire right now. We can all see the world's in need of a bit of saving, and we should all be a little worried, because otherwise nothing will change. The paths that our parents and grandparents and generations before have walked have left our planet hot, polluted, and full of scared, angry people. We're in the hot seat now, and it's our job to start making better decisions for our future, to blaze our own healthier, greener trail. And about this, don't be afraid, because the only wrong move is to stay put, and the only wrong action is inaction. As I near the end of my speech, I want to say again that I've been honored to be your valedictorian. It may seem like an extravagant title, but my purpose today is quite simple. A valediction is just an act of bidding farewell. Fun fact. So to you grads, I say farewell. I say go forth with fire in your souls, to make Carihi High proud, to make yourselves proud, and most of all to make yourselves proud, to live a life you'll be proud to look back upon, knowing was your own. You are worthy. And I'll leave you with some final advice. Life will be a trial by fire, but you are important. So don't burn yourself out. And people are important, so don't burn your bridges while you go through it. And wear your seatbelt. See, I made it through the whole thing, and I didn't mention the fire. I've been Xavier. This has been my speech, and I think it was heat, so you can put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Thank you, Xavier. We truly admire the courage it takes to speak on behalf of your class in front of such a huge crowd. There is only one event remaining on our program tonight, which of course is the Grand March. We will now share the instructions needed to pull this off flawlessly, so we thank you in advance for your attentiveness. I have some instructions first for our guests, and then Mr. Deagle will have some more for the grads. Guests, this part is for you. In a few moments, the grads will leave the floor and they will gather out in the foyer. After they leave, we need your help. We have to clear the floor of chairs and garbage and water bottles and other things. The Grand March requires a lot of floor space, so the chairs need to be stacked carefully, but also not too deeply along the outer walls, around the rink. The best place to watch the Grand March is from up in the bleachers over there, so please make your way there if you can to make room for the students. When we're finished clearing the floor of chairs and trash, any remaining guests on the floor need to observe from the far end of the arena underneath the score clock. Carihi High staff will assist in letting you know where you can stand. Now Mr. Deagle has some info for the grads.
Okay, one more piece of instruction from one of us to one of you. When we give you the signal, you'll need to return back to the marshalling area, and we can start at the rear rows first. Take anything you need back with you, because once we clean it up out here, we have no idea where it goes. When you're there, you'll get into formation to conduct the Grand March after being invited out by us. When you have completed the march and are introduced as the class of 2025, give a big cheer, toss your hats up into the air, then retrieve your cap, meet up with your families and friends for some photographs, and you are free to lead the ceremony anytime after the Grand March has been completed. But please be safe out there. Parents, staff, and guests, we thank you in advance for clearing the floor of chairs and debris. Grads, please remember to walk slowly during the march, smile big, and have fun. And now we will start getting ready for the Grand March.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand March of the Carihi graduating class of 2025.
comes your cue. Ladies and gentlemen, the Carihi High graduating class of 2025.
That concludes our ceremony. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. Make good choices and enjoy your summer.